Even though it can be easy on social media to start losing our faith in humanity, there are some moments that prove kindness has no bounds, and there are still good people in the world. In an unforgettable moment for a Utah jazz dancer, she suddenly found herself out of sync, which made her convinced she was on the wrong routine, and it would probably cost her the job. Little did she know her teammates had secretly learned an entirely new routine to help her boyfriend give her the proposal of a lifetime. Every night before closing, an employee at an electronics store sets the TV up with the favorite cartoons of the homeless kids in the area, and it's the highlight of their day. In a remarkable moment at a prison, the deputy experienced a sudden cardiac emergency while on duty, causing him to lose consciousness. An observant inmate quickly noticed the deputy's distress, and without hesitation began banging on his cell, desperately trying to attract the attention of others. In a matter of seconds, everyone in the cell block started yelling for help and calling Deputy Hobbs' name, hoping to wake him from his unconscious state. And this was enough for Deputy Hobbs to regain consciousness and open the cell of some inmates who rushed to help him.
Hobbs needs help. Central RT. 3 Mike. Hobbs needs 3 Mike. Officer needs help.
Thankfully, the officer made a full recovery after receiving medical treatment. Students at a school in Virginia were having a hard time communicating with a cafeteria worker who happens to be deaf, and a kind teacher took the initiative to teach her class how to sign. And one can tell by the lady's face it means the world to her seeing all the students trying. Most people's dream during a Hollywood tour is to see an actual celebrity, and The Rock loves to make it happen.
Hey, you guys know where I can find The Rock? Hey, you guys know where I can find The Rock?
A heartbreaking video from Istanbul Metropolitan Municipality is one of a young boy trapped in earthquake rubble in Turkey. He was given water by the rescue team, which put a smile on his face. This cafeteria manager gets a cheer by the student body after she passed her U.S. citizenship test. After a dog ran at full speed on a frozen lake chasing a flock of geese, the doggo got stuck in the water since the ice was not thick enough to hold weight. A man didn't hesitate and jumped into the frozen lake to save the dog. And in an incredible act of humanity, bystanders all around the lake helped him warm his body as soon as he got out of the water.
Make it dry. Somebody got more. Make it.
Sometimes a simple kind act such as a note can completely change someone's day. A cheerleader who sat daily at lunch with a special needs student developed a special friendship with him and decided to surprise him with a promposal using a cookie cake, topped with icing, and his reaction was priceless.
Yes!
When a white van had been following a car for a while, the passengers were understandably worried. But in reality, the two people in the van spotted that the gray car's passenger left their phone on the roof of the car. No matter what mistakes we've made in the past, it's never too late to make amends and reconnect with our loved ones. After serving 11 years in prison, a father surprised his son at a restaurant, and his reaction was priceless. A delivery driver got a surprise when he went to pick up a cake at a bakery and realized it was for him. And one can see how much this small gesture meant to him, as coincidentally it was his birthday. Sometimes it's the little things that make the biggest impact, like this dad who woke up early to create a special moment for his kids by making a good morning sign using his footsteps on the first day of snow. and also added a family portrait with a big heart at the end. In a heartwarming act of empathy, a police officer in Wisconsin gave a potential shoplifter a chance to explain her situation. She was homeless and stealing a hat and gloves to stay warm in the bitter cold. Moved by her honesty, the officer decided to go above and beyond and purchased the items for her.
You don't have hat or gloves? I'll buy these for her.
Thank you,
But don't do this, okay? I know it's tough, but there's other ways.
Ariana Grande could not help but laugh and start her song over for a fan who didn't get a record on time.
Did you start again? I wasn't recording. I was like, Are you ready now? I'm sorry.
During a soccer match, a heartwarming moment occurred when a player's hijab came loose. As soon as her opponents noticed, they immediately huddled around her, providing a shield from the public while she fixed her headscarf. After 9 months of being deployed, a mom was finally being reunited with his son after the National Guard dismissed her in the traditional ceremony. But without hesitation, the son ignored all the military rules and ran towards his mother in the middle of the line.
Kept smiling like he was in awe of me.
A moment captured by a Care 11 photographer.
A homeowner took the time to leave snacks for the UPS driver during the busy holiday season, and the driver's joy and gratitude was incredible to see.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
An elderly woman was doing deliveries for Domino's Pizza, and in a heartbreaking moment, she fell down right as she approached the front porch of the customer's house. The homeowner immediately goes to check on her, and in learning more about her situation, she learns that she's a 72-year-old great-grandmother who took the job with Domino's in dire need of money. This did not sit well with the homeowner, and decided to post the video on TikTok with a GoFundMe attached, which ended up raising $50,000 in one day, and over $200,000 so far. This is the elderly woman's reaction to finding out about the GoFundMe.
And between all donations, we received $50,000 from you. So right now, people are still donating, but right now it's at $51,000. Thanks. Don't pay.
You're right on once. That's good.
After a Starbucks worker opened up about his struggles with depression, and that his car broke down and couldn't afford a new one, a kind soul decided to surprise him.
First, we have these.
Thank you so much. I never got a flower.
We have one more thing. It's $1,000 so you can get a brand new car.
After 7 long months away, a dad went to his daughter's school to surprise them, and even though it took them a second to recognize him with a mask, the pure happiness and surprise on their faces when they realize it's their dad is incredibly heartwarming. Even though some celebrities quickly become unaware of their wealth, Selena Gomez still looked out for her fans' finances when she realized that the filters and gifts they were sending were paid features.
No. If there's no. If there's anything that's like paying, please do not. That's so messed up. I just wanted to do this for fun. Have a good time with everyone.
Okay, maybe the kids weren't too happy, but the day after a blizzard, the rear tires of a school bus got caught in a ditch, and a man used his truck to pull it right out. A South Dakota resident received an unexpected surprise when a police officer delivered her DoorDash order. Apparently, the driver was arrested, but he didn't want the person that ordered the food to be hungry, so took it upon himself to complete the delivery.
Your driver got arrested for mistakes he had to take care of. So I figured I'd complete the DoorDash for you. Take care. Thanks!
An incredibly emotional moment to watch is the first meeting between two sisters, each adopted from China by different American families. The twins were separated at birth, and for many years didn't know each other existed. But well, thanks to their parents' efforts, they got to have a beautiful reunion.
Sister!
In a beautiful example of mutual respect and appreciation, after the driver opened the door for his boss, he returned the favor. Despite critics advising a CEO that his company would go bankrupt when he decided to raise all his employees' salaries to a minimum wage of $70,000 a year, the businesses were able to continue going, and the employees were so grateful that after some time went by, they pooled some money for a gift to their CEO.
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
No.
Thank you.
With the hard wind conditions of a tropical storm, an older lady was struggling to cross the street in a safe manner, so a group of citizens got together to help her out. Sometimes a small gesture can make a big impact on a young fan's life. At the Atlanta Hawks pregame, every single player showed appreciation to a fan, who got to high-five the entire team, and his reaction was priceless. For this man with autism, meeting Princess Tiana and giving her a gift he made himself was a dream come true, and the reaction of the Disney staff was incredibly sweet.
Surprise! Oh, you have a good time today?
Yeah, I have a good time today.
Oh, that's amazing. You been meeting a lot of friends?
Yes, I meet a lot of friends. You, and here's a prize for you.
For me?
Yes.
Oh my goodness, all of this?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Sometimes the power of community shows how we can make a positive impact on each other's lives. After a family's dog tried following the car, as it was pulling out of the house, the gate closed behind him and the dog was stuck outside. Luckily, a neighbor noticed this and was able to contact the homeowners to let him in. When a young student's mom couldn't make it to his meet, he was a little disappointed, but thankfully her aunt was able to show up, and you can see the kid's face light up. A donut shop owner that had been in the city for 30 years had his life turned upside down when his wife suffered a brain aneurysm. And when the town heard about this devastating news, they started lining up very early in the morning to buy as many donuts as they can, so he can sell out for the day and go home to take care of his beloved wife.
Customers are buying as many donuts as they can, dozens at a time.
I got 8 dozen donut holes.
In South Los Angeles, there was a lengthy police chase that was getting under control, with the alleged criminal speeding through congested street traffic. But a good Samaritan put the chase to a stop by using his own truck and putting himself in danger to stop the criminal.
Nissan over there on the right side, and it looks like this driver almost in a panic now, and a truck may be getting involved, possibly blocking him in. This truck, it's hard to tell if this truck is trying to get involved or if this is just accidental.
It's absolutely intentionally trying to get involved in this.
Suspect driver is almost pinned in there. You can see LAPD seeing the situation, and the suspect has hands out of the window. This is definitely a good sign.
A Nebraska baseball coach was working on his laptop in the lunchroom when he noticed one of the students struggling to breathe and immediately went to perform the Heimlich maneuver. When a kid was a little disappointed after not seeing any other costumes like his, an unexpected trick-or-treater ended up having the exact same one, and both immediately knew what to do. With package theft at an all-time high, this UPS driver took the time to readjust a man's trash bin to make sure his new electronics don't get stolen. Sibling love was on full display after a big brother not only consoled her sister after missing a basketball shot, but with his support and encouragement, she gathered enough confidence to try again and succeed. After a girl's older sister forgot to pick her up from school, one of her classmates noticed and decided to walk her home and made sure she got inside safely. But when they got there, no one was answering the door, so he patiently waited until her mom was able to open the door.
Thank you. Welcome.
A kind pedestrian noticed that the hood of the car was open and took time out of his day to close it properly. In an incredibly special moment, a retired staff sergeant of the U.S. Marines had the honor of delivering his granddaughter the first salute, and then proceeded to request permission to hug her.
To hug his granddaughter, Second Lieutenant Charlotte Williams.
Permission granted.
Hey!
Even though foxes are not known to be the friendliest of animals, this one let this man help free his leg that was caught in a tree.